Ta'ala wa barakatuh, and a very pleasant day to you all. So we're gonna continue to our second module, which is method of investigation and inspection under the topic 2.1 surveying tools and equipment, which we are gonna focus more related to non-destructive testing and Qlassic tools. So I am Muhammad Zahid bin Zulkarnain, and I will assist you in this topic. So, what are the tools required in building condition assessment? So something about this that you need to ponder. At the end of this class, what you will be learning is divided by two. So the first one is students are able to identify the tools and equipment used in building condition assessment. And the next one is students are able to understand the standard operating procedure in dealing with NDT tools. The content to this lecture are as follows. So we're going to divide it to 9 content, which is the first one is what are the tools required in building condition assessment. The second one is topic learning outcome, tools and equipment purpose and why, types of tools and equipment, resources available, self-assessment quiz, self-assessment feedback, assess performance, and the final one is let's recap. However, in this video, we're gonna go through number 1 until number 5. Before we go to the tools and equipment needed in every building condition assessment, we must know what is the purpose and why do we use such an equipment. So according to Professor Dr. A. Ramli, in his research, he stated that the tools are needed first to execute a building condition assessment. The second one is to monitor the building performance in long-term duration. Third, for research and development. And last but not least, for lab center. This is needed in case you need to study the characteristic of a material when it is applied to a building. And next, according to RICS, which is Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyor, that is based in UK, stated that the surveyor does take certain equipment to do a building inspection. So it is required for a surveyor to carry a tools to an inspection. And furthermore, it is for clarification and use as evidence and justification for your diagnosis of the building. Next, we are going to see what are the tools and equipment used in building condition assessment. So the first one is recommended by RICS. A building surveyor should have or know the following non-destructive equipment as listed. For example, is equipment to record your findings, papers, pens and pencils, small tape measuring, binoculars, compass, 3-meter ladder to assess a high place, a hard hat, spirit level, plumb bob, mask if you are going to a confined space that most likely have contaminants, crack gauge, electronic moisture meter, torches, camera with flash if possible, means of personal identification, first aid kit, mirror, screwdriver, and last but not least is nylon string in order for you to measure hairline crack. In some cases, you have to detect a defect from beyond the wall or from beyond a concealed hidden object. So you need certain equipment in order for you to detect the defects. So in this slide, we provide you with 4 types of tools and equipment that are used in order for you to check the defect beyond the wall. So the first one is concrete cover meter. The second one is ultrasound concrete meter, corrosion map detector, and last but not least is fiberscope and endoscope. In certain cases, you will find that that maybe there are dampness beyond the wall or inside the wall or on top of your pavement. So in order to detect how severe is the damp, you will use these listed items. So the first one is protimeter, hygrometer, hygro test kit, or complete dampness kit. But usually people will go with the second equipment, which is hygrometer, as it will provide you with the percentage of dampness that occurs in your site. So what about this? This is the tools and equipment used to measure the stress and strain when you are currently doing your inspection. So we have 3 items here. The first one is concrete test hammer, or also known as rebound hammer. The second one is shear vane tester, and the last one is Schmidt hammer. The things that you are currently seeing is the Qlassic tools and equipment, which come in one set. So the first one is 3.5 meter measuring tape. The second one is 1.2 meter spirit level, and you have steel tapping rod, steel L square, angle mirror, steel wedge, and steel gauge. And last but not least, hardcover tools bag, in order for them to be put in the same place together. That's the end for this lecture. So we are going to look at the resources available for you to do an extra research regarding this matter. So the first one is CPBS 101. You can just search it in Google and it will come as one PDF about how do you do your building condition. And the next one is for you to refer is Royal Chartered Institute of Surveyors under the article Surveyor Tools Kit and Equipment Checklist. You can just click in the lecture notes in order for it to be redirected to the website. Thank you guys, and I hope you learned something. Bye bye.
For further reference on the topic.